Gonna get on stage with a word from the mind behind Splyce.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Yamato. First off, commiserations on that loss. And I just want to talk about the game in general, because you guys have had some exceptional performances, but it all fell apart in this one, not a single kill. Speak to me, what happened?
Well, Vitality played a perfect game against us. And of course, if you play against a team that is in top of the standings, it's also understandable. But the biggest issue for us in this game is if you're playing against Sivijana and you have Braum Kalista, it's all about punishing that lane and trying to gank it as much as possible. As soon as GP reaches 6, that should be the goal. But we are playing around the wrong side of the map, and eventually Elise is committed to get the tower. And the problem that happens is Vitality gets this tempo, or the enemy team got this tempo in this regard with if they push out bottom completely, they get the primary push on top, and we need to respond in an awkward way. And they just pretty much, after they gain tempo in the game, we can't really play our composition, because our composition is about the lane phase and it's all about splitting up the map. And if they get to play their composition and Lissandra gets ahead early, she's going to have the split push pressure and she's going to have pressure on us throughout the game. So as soon as we lose that bottom tower against the Sivijana, which we should have punished, it is going to be very, very hard, because they're going to have that tempo everyone likes talking about.
Right, well, that's a lot of clarity there, and I'm sure you're going to go away and talk to the team now, so it's good you have that hindsight. But I wanted to take a step back and just look at the split in general, because we really haven't spoken to Yamato since very early on into the split. So just tell me what happened throughout this split as Splyce comes in for their first split.
Well, I think yesterday when we played the game against G2, that is like the end goal that I wanted to have. I wanted to be able to compete against the best teams possible. We started off the split very, very rough. We had poor pick and bans, and that is also, of course, on my part as well. And I feel like we have grown throughout the split. And most of our losses was due to things similar to this one, where we lose the tempo very, very early on, and the game just takes this speed where you can't really catch up. But if the final product is a game as we had yesterday, when we can actually compete against the best, then I'm quite happy. And I'm very, very happy with the guys in general.
Well, talking about being happy with the guys, and you're speaking a lot about tempo and also growth with the team. You guys are locked into the promotion tournament, so how are you feeling like you're going to go up against some of the challenger teams? Because we've seen the challenger finals now, we've seen how strong they are, and you guys have shown a lot of growth during the split, so how do you think those are going to go?
Well, of course, we're not going to underestimate them at all, but I think it's a question of our performance more than their performance, because watching Challenges series was more about watching it for the sake of comedy and not for the sake of actually gaining something out of it. So I think as long as we bring our A game, we should be able to beat all of these Challenges series teams.
All right, well, strong words. Thank you very much for the interview, Yamato. We're going to send it to a quick break here as we set up for a match of the week between Fnatic and Origin. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
And when we get advantages, I want you guys to trust your gut, because you guys know what should be done.
Teleports up. That's going to be Wonder coming in, but Vitality are committing to it anyways. And a whole chunk of damage as Kami gets put in the Frozen Doom. Just look at the number of pinks and see if they can set up fights like this one. Splyce getting melted here. It's Nisbeth in the back that's going down after Tragedy, and the rest of the team had just about all fallen. 27 minutes on the clock. The Nexus is down. Perfect win for Vitality.